Crypto is a great player for team composition, but a poor solo choice. He ends up with a decent overall score because he's very valuable to the team, and we'll give him a 10. Here's why.
Crypto's tactical, let's go with movement and reposition. This does nothing. You cannot reposition with this. It really doesn't help you gain any advantage in movement. For this, he gets a straight 0. It's quite obvious why. As far as engagement and retreat, I'm going to give it a +1, because if your drone is up, then you have a perfect ping on where the enemy is, which can give you an advantage and can cause some distraction, and you can even pick up teammates' banners. So it's not the best for during fight. You can't really use his tactical to get out of a situation, to heal you, to survive in any way. But he does have a few advantages, so we'll give him a +1 here. As far as teamwork goes, we're going to give him a +2, because being able to ping enemies is fantastic for your team. You can roll up, and the reason it's not a perfect 3 is because the drone is quite audible and still easily destroyed. I think it's fine where it is. Could use a little bit less health, maybe, to make it less annoying, and a little bit shorter recall time. But other than that, his tactical seems pretty decent. Crypto's ultimate. His ultimate does not allow you to move or reposition. It really doesn't help your team rotate in many ways. Effectively here, we'll give it a 0. As far as engagement and retreat, we're going to give this a +2. This is a great tool for when fighting, to be able to pop this ultimate and stun an enemy team, knock down their shields. You can roll up on a third party. You can even just EMP on a third party and then clean up the rest. This EMP is a highly effective tool, but the reason we're not going to give this a +3 is because there's a glaringly obvious indicator that his EMP is about to go off, and if this is used at a certain range, most teams will be able to heal before your team fully engages. It does reset them a bit, but for now, we'll give this a +2. So, for teamwork, this is obviously a +3. When you EMP a team, you've already knocked half, maybe all, more than half of their shields off, and you have set your team up for an easy third-party squad wipe, you can even deactivate traps in a building. This is a fantastic tool for teamwork and allows your team to be very effective. As far as his passive goes, it really doesn't help him at all, because his passive is the pinging from his drone. And while he's using it, it's not that effective to him. Doesn't help him. Teamwork, it's not a perfect 3, because usually he has to be in his drone looking for people. But it does help his team. For teamwork, we're going to give Crypto a +2. This will bring Crypto's overall score to a 10. With Crypto being an overall score of 10, we'll put him in the C category. He's a strong legend in some respects, and a few things. He's good. You won't see him in many high-ranked games or high competitive tournaments. He's not super effective at any one particular thing. He's more of a nuisance to most enemy teams. Crypto, buff or nerf? That's a hard thing to say. Currently, I think he's pretty well balanced. Personally, like I said before, his tactical, I would decrease the tactical's health, but allow him to redeploy it more often. I think that would allow him to get in and out of fights more often and make the drone less of an annoyance and more of a tactical reposition for finding where the enemy is for your team. I don't know exactly where to buff Crypto. I think he should be slightly better. I'm just not sure where that slight increase should come.